Gentlemen, I am yours truly, the legend himself, Labzy, aka the best motherfucker you ever met in the history of your life, and I can prove it to even though I shouldn't. The most loyal, the most honest, and the most respected. Now, this is another special episode. My next guest is a rapper himself. I think he does podcasting. I think so. I gotta double check that. Fun fact, he actually used to live in the area the same before he moved to Queensland, but we are gonna get into that. And yeah, he just came from the TikTok Awards not long ago. He's also came from overseas not long ago. And yeah, I've been following him. He's been doing an amazing job with his music and everything like that. Tgt Reapa.
Real talk with Labzy, we speaking the truth. From the streets to the booth, giving voice to the groove. No holding back, every combo's the proof. It's the realest in the game, now we raising the roof. Real talk with Labzy, Labzy, Labzy. Real talk with Labzy, Labzy, Labzy. Real talk with Labzy, Labzy, Labzy. Real talk with Labzy.
If this thing decides to... Oh, there we go.
Yo,
What's going on, brother?
what's happening, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. First of all, man, thank you for being here, man.
Always, bro. Always, man. Big love to you.
And first of all, I always ask my guests. First of all, how's your mental health, man?
My mental health, it changes from day to day. But nah, I just kind of live in the moment, man. Do my thing, bro, and yeah, just kind of see where the day takes me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I love that, man. And because I have been following you for a while, and man, you've been everywhere. You've been like just it's like you don't sit still, basically. You've been everywhere. You just came from America not long ago. You came from the TikTok Awards not long ago. We'll
Yeah.
obviously get to that a little bit later. But I want to jump in a little bit to you because you got to take me back, man. Like how did this all start? How did the music come to you? Was it always a part of you? Was it always like was it come from family? Like how did music come to you?
Well, I mean, I just kind of like doing it, bro. So it was a little party trick back in the days. You know what I mean? I used to be able to freestyle, and I was that annoying. They used to rap to all my mates and that when we were drinking and stuff like that. They all hated it. They all told me to shut up, Reaper. But yeah. I mean, I stuck with it. And I just like to do it, bro. So it's just kind of, yeah. I don't know, bro. It's just one of
It was just one of those fun things. How would
Pr-
like were your mates very like open with music as you were, or not really?
No, not really, not really.
Okay.
A lot of the time, they were like, "What are you doing?" And there's even like taking photos. You're taking photos on social media and stuff, like But I don't know. It was a different upbringing and stuff like that around those ways, bro. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So when was the moment that you thought, you know what, I actually want to give this rap thing a go. Like I want to give this a try. Like what inspired it?
um, bro, like I said, man, I've just always loved to do it. You know what I mean? And then I see the how the rappers actually look. Like when they're rapping, they look so cool. I was so obsessed with like that image, that stature of like looking like that. The chains and swagged up, dressed up. Like asses bouncing and shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, I love all that stuff, bro. So I was like, man, I don't know. I've always wanted to see that. Like I've always wanted to kind of get to a level where I can kind of be like that. You know what I mean? I didn't realize how hard it was
Oh yeah.
to I'm not even anywhere near it yet, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I see. Yeah, because it is like it's not easy because I went to a studio in Melbourne called the Burn City Studios, right? Because I wanted to see the actual behind the scenes kind of thing where how you've got the rapper or singer and then you have the
Yeah.
producer, right? And then obviously and then I really just observed and like how like the song wants to be done, like the artist will come to the producer saying, I've got this idea, I've got this thing in my head or whatever, and then the real work behind it is just really basically putting the creativity from here onto the music, and then again, like it sounds perfect in your head, but then the work is really try to bring it to life.
Yeah.
That's how. So I definitely agree with that. Like it is harder because you really got to try to practice ways to bring that creativity to life. And so with the music for you, like, did you expect this level of, we can say fame, I guess we can say fame. Like, would you say that the level that you are now, did you expect to go that high with what you're doing with your music in general?
It's just kind of came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I always thought it would have been way before. I thought I would have hit this where I'm at now at least a few years ago. But I never actually hit it at that thing. And I actually ended up quitting rap for about a year and a half, 2 years. I ended up quitting, and then I started doing civil work, civil construction, like fly in, fly out type shit. And then, yeah, something just came over me. I'm like, this isn't me, like it's not me, you know what I mean? And I went back into rap, and I quit work, and I put 100% into my music. And I think that's what I was missing all along. I wasn't putting 100% into it. You know what I mean? I would put like, a good 60, 70%, but the rest I was, doing other stuff and hanging out with boys, and you know what I mean? Like not really putting passion and energy into actually making music, and media and sharing and posting. And yeah. And then now I've started, every day I post, and it just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows and grows, man. Just ride the wave.
Yeah. And now talk to me about your very first show. So the moment your very first show where you see that post or the poster that says TGT
Yeah.
Reapa, right? And then now you're stepping on
Mm.
stage. You're stepping on stage, right? And did you ever kind of mentally prepare yourself, or were you always nervous, or were you always ready? Like, what was going through your mind knowing that like they were gonna say your name and then you're about to jump on stage in front of all those people staring at you,
Yeah.
and all eyes on you, basically.
Yeah, so I thought I was ready for it. So what happened was it was probably the worst thing to happen. But my very first song kept cutting. So he played about maybe 20 seconds, and then it would cut. And I was like, shit, what's going on? I'm looking at the DJ, and then again we tried to rerun it. Boom, it cut again. And then I was like trying to hype the crowd up, and it just kept cutting. And then I had like another 6 songs after that. And it was just shit, bro. It was like the worst debut, you'd say, like into music career that anyone could possibly experience. You know what I mean? And I was, yeah, it was actually probably the worst thing ever. Like for me, like for my very first show, like yeah, it kind of stuffed a lot of things up for me. And then like mental wise, and I'm like, I thought it was going to happen every time. But they gave me another shot at the next show, which was not too long after that, and I crushed it, man. It was my second time ever performing. It was for Crispy. I don't know if you know Crispy and Talakai. But yeah, so I opened up for them, and yeah, it was insane, bro. Everyone loved it. The video's up on YouTube. Actually, there's a little vlog of it, if anyone wants to check that out. But yeah, no, it's definitely, it's definitely nerve wracking. I mean, now it's second nature now. You know what I mean? I can just go on stage and just floor my shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that, man. And when it comes to writing, do you write your lyrics first and then you have to match the beat to it, or do you have to listen to the beat first and then put the lyrics
No,
into it?
usually beat. I usually get a beat first, and then I'll write off that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you because I've noticed that you like to experiment with different genres. Like you obviously would do with hip hop. You recently did one like it was like a house music kind of techno kind of I forgot what song that was called.
Dance
Um
one and two.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah. But is it so? How so? Were you always open to it, or did you kind of force yourself to be open minded to genres, or didn't really matter? You were just like, fuck it, let's just go.
I like it. I've just got a really short attention span, so I jump from one thing to another like real quick.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, like it just, if I feel something, I feel it. So I'll just be playing beats, and I'll just let beats run. And obviously, it's just the different genres, and then something will just trigger my brain. I'm like, oh, okay, so I can get this one, and then I just start thinking of a hook, and I go from there. But yeah,
No, I like
it's the-
that. No, I love that, bro. And because that's what I love. I've always loved that artists experiment with different genres, because I don't know why they stick to one thing and then they think, oh yeah, you got to stick to one thing and then that's it. Like, no, there's you can experiment. The whole purpose of music in general is to experiment different genres to see what you can do with the skills that you have as a creative and as an artist. That's the whole point of it.
For sure.
I don't understand what I don't know. I never understood why. I never understood why people they just stick to one thing and then they think, yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's really weird for me, to be honest with you, because I hang out, because even in Melbourne myself, like I hang out with a lot of local artists myself, and like the amount of talent it's in Melbourne is just absolutely insane. Like even yourself, because you were originally from Melbourne, weren't you?
Yeah, I lived down in Melbourne for a long time.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So even for yourself, like you're a part of that as well. Like being from Melbourne and the amount of local talent from Melbourne is just absolutely insane, and and people just experimenting with a lot of music. It's just freaking awesome, which I think is kind of sad as well, because I feel like there's a lot of talent that should be mainstream,
Yeah.
and and I don't know. I mean, because would you want to go mainstream one day, or would you rather stay underground?
I mean, yeah, I'll be everywhere, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like that's why you do different types of songs. You know, I've got songs out there that would never make it mainstream. That they're underground. You know, it's too much. It's too. You know, it's uncensored, and you know what I mean. And then I got some that are on radio already. Over like in the Gold Coast. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just you just do your thing, and you end up, bro.
yeah, yeah. Of course. Um, Now, I want to talk about the very first time that you went to America. Now, you went to Vegas,
Yeah,
didn't you? Was it only Vegas? And you went to Vegas first, then you went to
yeah,
LA,
yeah,
yeah?
correct. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was going through your mind? Because I saw one of your stories, and you said you had that moment where you just could not believe that you were there. Like, what was like? Tell me the experience, man. Like, what was? Tell me that about that adventure.
I mean, of think of something that you've always wanted to see in your life, right? That you see every single day. You know, like we grow up watching movies and TV, and every all movie and TV is in America, right? Everything. You know, especially music and hip hop, like that whole genre. Everything is there, bro. Like it's all you hear. You walk around anywhere in America, it's all rap, bro. All you hear is rap. Every car that goes past, playing rap. Every shop that you go past, playing rap. Everyone and everywhere is just pumping rap music, bro. And it's just like, it's it like, being a lover for rap and artist, but like, it's insane because you don't get that here, bro. You know what I mean? Bro, like, it's just insane, bro. You got the biggest of the biggest celebrities every single day, every single night, somewhere in a venue in Vegas that you can just go and see them perform. Every single night, there's, Wiz Khalifa, Little Wayne was there while I was there at the same time. Tiger, I went and see Tiger. Kevin Hart was there the day I arrived, performing. Bro, like the biggest names every single night that you could just get a ticket and see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like,
And it's crazy. It is crazy because I even said to people that Las Vegas is basically the celebrity playground. You have no
yeah,
idea who you're gonna bump into.
100%, man. And and just being like walking through casinos, walking through places that Michael Jackson has walked through, that Elvis has walked through, that you know what I mean, like the same freaking places that you know what I mean. I went and checked out the road where Tupac got shot. You know what I mean, like, bro, like I had to. You know what I mean, like,
Yeah, of course.
bro, I went to the Hollywood Stars and I only went there just to see Tupac star, bro. That's it.
Yeah,
Right, but
yeah.
like it's just insane, bro. Like you can't explain it unless you're there, man. Honestly, it's just buildings everywhere, and it's just huge LED screens everywhere, and it's just so eye opening, bro. That you can't even fathom like what the hell's going on, bro. Like
Oh, and let me guess, you didn't want to go home, did you?
I mean, my wallet started to get a little bit light, in Vegas. So that I left, that was probably the hard part about Vegas in general in America. It's just like so expensive, man. Like so expensive.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but I reckon it's definitely on my list as well, because in the next couple of years, hopefully, I want to manifest going doing an international tour with my show as well, because with my show I've built a lot of friendships in LA, Hollywood, Texas, also New Jersey and Florida as well, and hopefully I want to kind of do that as well and have that same experience too,
Yeah,
because Man, there's a lot of places I want to go, especially in LA, because I'm a big fan of the Bay Area
Yeah,
music. If you're familiar with the Bay Area music, right? I I will like. There's so many places I want to see, so many people I want to meet, and like they're all basically in the Bay Area, and I want to see them because I've been such a big fan of the music
yeah,
myself. It's just yeah, I want to understand what you're feeling. Like, it's just you feel a bit giddy because like you're physically
yeah,
there
100%.
in that moment, and it's just like it's like you don't know where. It's like you're like it's basically like Disneyland for artists, basically Las Vegas, if that makes sense.
Pretty much, bro. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
so obviously we've established that Tupac would Tupac be your favorite artist of all time?
Old school artist, yeah.
Yeah. What artist you would go to for inspiration though?
Tiger's always been my number one influence for sure,
Mhm.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Tiger 100% all the way, bro. Just like I said about before about the stature and how they look and just everything that how he rocks it and like how he works and stuff like that. It's inspiring, bro. He's gone up and he started his own label, back in the day, and he come from all that as well, trying to push it. And pretty much what I'm trying to do with my label ABCK, and trying to push my podcast as well, and we're trying all different things to make that one thing pop even more, which is my music, but I'm trying to utilize everything else and try and just have merchandise and like branding and like what I mean, just things I picked up along the way by watching him when he was doing Last Kings, like his stuff for Last Kings merch and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know. Just his style, his rap, his flow. Yeah, you'll probably hear a little bit of it in my raps as well. But yeah,
Yeah, I've noticed there's some yeah, no, now that you mention it, with your songs I do kind of hear like Tiger type beats,
yeah, for
pure
sure.
music.
Yeah,
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 absolutely, yeah. And no, but that's great. But yeah, but I feel like it's a lot because just as you said, because you've got your podcast, because you've got, you're trying to do your merch and everything like
yeah.
that. It's so expensive. Like, just like, man, it's just ridiculous. Like, even with me, this because how I do my show, right, is basically just two ring lights, this green screen, and a mic that's not even plugged in. That's only my little budget that I have for the moment. But I am thankful. I am thankful for because I'm a part of what we like to call the podcast Cartel, and they're helping me upload this to YouTube. So this interview is going to be on YouTube as well. So that way, if people have missed this, they'll be able to watch this on YouTube
Yeah,
as
cool.
well. Um, um, so yeah, but no, bro. I say just keep at it, bro. Like I say, just keep at it, and eventually, in due time, it'll just as long as you speak to the right people, which is obviously the main thing as
Mm.
well. And also speaking of the right people, now the question. This is one of the biggest questions I have. You coming up now? Did you obviously you'd have your circle of friends, and you coming up have you ever noticed like the attitude towards you had become different you coming up slowly,
Yeah, for sure.
like yeah, yeah, and how did you handle that?
Um, I kind of just leave him now on red. Yeah, no, I'm definitely one to hold grudges. I've always held grudges. I remember every single hater that's come through my comments and stuff like that. Like, I just, yeah, I really hold grudges, and if I feel disrespected, I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with you. It's the same thing coming up from school and stuff like that. I've got a lot of people hit me up now. Hey, you're doing great. Like, good to see you doing. Like, bro, like, the
Yeah,
in 8 years, bro. Like, what the fuck?
yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, and like, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, it's just crazy. And then, yeah, just even with the stature and everything with women and stuff like that, and it's just, yeah, man, it's getting at like it's out of hand nearly how like I couldn't imagine how like actual famous people would be like because I'm nowhere near that and it's fucking crazy.
mm,
You know what I mean? And people get upset and pissed off, like because I miss messages and stuff like that because I just get constant like messages, requests, and I'm on all platforms, right? So TikTok's going off, bro. Insta's going off, bro. Like Facebook even's going. So my notifications just everywhere. So I lose messages and stuff like that. So I get message, oh, you too good to talk to me now, blah blah blah. Like it's just
yeah,
it's not the way, bro. But you're either going to get loved or hate. You know what I mean? And big up to the ones that did stick with me from back in the day, and everyone else, just keep just keep watching, bro, and just wish you're still mates, But
Yeah, and it is crazy because even with my show as well, like even well, I'm not blown up yet at all, but I've noticed that people are saying, "Oh, Labs, you're doing really well," and but there's some, and mind you, these are the people that like don't even didn't even like, basically left me on red
yeah,
way before,
yeah,
you know. And then it's just like, well, why are you coming at me now that I'm doing very well? Like, what? Like, like, because I'm a big believer in if you are hating on me and my struggle, don't come near me at my success.
yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
It's that simple because first of all, like, don't think that think that, oh, if I sneak in, he'll forgive me, or because I'm a forgivable person, right? I've got my heart on my sleeves. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you, bro. But but at the same time, it's like I've created a boundary where I'm like, well, yeah, I thank you very much. I appreciate you, but then I continue on my way.
yeah,
I'm not.
yeah,
I don't try to put any hate or anything like that because, to be honest with you, bro, there's no point of trying to yell at someone. It's like, no, just learn to be like kind, to be like, yep, I appreciate you, all good. But then you continue your own way, bro. You do what you got to do, and then they'll go off on their own, and then fucking that's it.
yeah,
Now, I want to talk about TikTok, man. Like, obviously, TikTok is obviously the big thing, and you wanted to do a TikTok dance,
yeah.
right? Now, how did the idea? Also, how did the TikTok dance idea come to you? Did you just something you just wanted to give it a try, or and see how you go, or tell me about
Yeah,
that?
so I was just with my team, like I usually am, a few of my boys and stuff like that, and we were just drinking, bro, getting lit, and I was just going through beats, like I always got beats running in the background, like always. And there's this one beat came up, and I was like, "Oh, I like this." It was pretty groovy, and I was, it is when you had a few drinks. But I don't know if you drink or not, but when I have a few drinks, I get a little bit like, "Hey, let's get," you know what I mean? So like I felt this thing, this vibe. And it's just a chorus came in, and I had just recently bought the Balenciaga shoes. So that popped into my head. Like when I moved, got Balenciaga on my shoes. So I was like, I just hit that chorus, and I'm like, it's kind of boppy. Like I feel like this could be like I could do some dance. So I was drunk, bro, and I'm like trying to make this dance, and it's like this most simplest dance, bro. I was like, like this. there's
Yeah.
definitely there's definitely worse dances out there, but
Oh yeah.
but I thought I'd done it, and then I just like got the people that I was with. I'm like, oh, wait, learn it real quick. Let's record it and let's just post it.
Yeah. 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 I like it. And then and obviously the response was absolutely crazy, right?
No, it was yeah. Well, I mean, I've never done anything like that. Like I never dance on my music and stuff like that. So definitely my people that follow me were like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
Well,
They were-
no, but it is interesting because it's like, especially when it comes to social media, like, because the whole world has access to do it, like, to look at what you're doing, right? Hence why you even went to Turkey not long ago as well,
yeah, yeah.
right? Like, did you expect like the countries like Turkey to recognize who you are and to fly you out and to collab with you? Like, did that like did you ever expect that or not really?
Really, not really. No.
Nah?
No.
Wow. What was Turkey like?
Amazing, bro. Beautiful country, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful country, honestly, yeah. And the people amazing as well too, man. Just look after you everywhere you go. You know what I mean? Like everyone's, and the food, bro, 100%, bro. Like everything was
Much
just,
different, huh?
everything was top notch, bro. Like the just the respect levels and the culture. Like it was very welcoming.
Yeah. It'd be refreshing as well because it's like, especially even with the food side of things as well, like the taste of real food, even though you probably like the same food that you probably eat here, that's Turkish, but if you go to Turkey itself, the actual food itself there,
It's
it's
different.
like, wait, how does this different? It's supposed to be the same. How is this different? Even because I'm Egyptian myself, right? And it's exactly the same situation. Like, oh, I can get Egyptian food here, and my family will cook it in a certain way. But then I would go to Egypt and then have the same food, and somehow it just tastes more different and more refreshing than back home. So
Mm.
that's kind of It's kind of scary, but weird at the same time. But yeah, ugh. But
Hey, bro, if it's there, I'll lead it.
yeah, right. Oh man. So what's happening now? What's happening now on TGT's Rip as well? Now that you've gone to Vegas, you've done all that. Now, obviously the TikTok awards too, which I have to talk
Yeah.
about too in a second. Actually, no, we'll talk about that now. Actually, so getting invited to the TikTok awards, getting that thing, like, were you like when you entered that place? Was there a specific TikToker you wanted to meet at all?
I mean, not specific, like people that I kind of watch. I don't really scroll through TikTok a lot. I kind of just put content up and go live. I don't really sit there and scroll through it. But you know, every time I pop in, there's always a certain, you know, the same thing pops up every time you go on. If you watch one video, their videos always come up. So, yeah, that Tom Collins, is it Tom or Tim Collins? I can't remember, but he's a fun
Tim
dude.
Collins, yeah.
The emo dude. He puts the, you know, the wig on and
Yeah, yep.
right. I seen him from a distance. I had to go up and get a picture. I was like, I love it, man. But yeah, no, there's, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. To me, I'm not very, like I said, unless you're Tiger,
Yeah.
I'm not really fanboyish. I'm not really, oh my God, like, I got a bit of a stature myself and, you know, I hate when people like too much for me, you know? So I try not to annoy people who have some sort of name, and you know what I mean. So I kind of, you know, I'll look at them from a distance, say what's up and that, but that's about it, you know. But just going in that place was pretty dope, man. Like I've been to the Gold Coast Music Awards. I got invited to this year as well, prior to the TikTok Awards. But before that, I've never been to any awards. So, you know, that's two different awards now in 1 year that I'm going to, and it's just opened up a whole new, you know, threshold. You know, because obviously not everyone was invited to the TikTok Awards, you know. So to be one of those invitees, bro, was you know, definitely put me up another caliber, you know?
Yeah, exactly, man. And it's just, yeah, I can just imagine like being like on like being in front of other creatives and stuff like that, and you being one of the creatives that gets invited to like TikTok awards and music awards and stuff like that. It's just like, wow. Like I'll be honest, I wouldn't have any words, to be honest. Would you? Like, did you kind of feel like that too? Like when you stepped there,
It's all just
like
happening, bro, you know? And I
yeah,
wasn't looking for it. Like, I just all just there. It's just riding that wave and things, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, then this is happening. You know, I've got features on features coming up now from all different countries, bro, that I'm currently working on. So next year is going to be a lot of travel, a lot of tours for music, a lot of shows, stuff like that. You know, this year I was just kind of building my rep a little bit more and just putting my face out there a lot more and putting money into promotion. And I've spent so much money. You know, like I could go from having a lot of money to having like $5 in my account
yeah,
because I've so much in promotion and stuff. And then I'm like, oh, struggling for a bit, and then I recoup, and then I put more money into it. So it goes out to anyone out there, promotion, paid promotion and stuff like that. Promote your videos. If you got the money, you know, if you got an extra $5 laying around, $100 laying around, definitely boost the post, bro, because you never know, one might just hit. You know what I mean? Bro, it's just, yeah. So it's just I don't know, bro, but TikTok is definitely a major platform. It's boosted my audience for about 35%, 40% in 1 year. Just
oh
TikTok,
wow,
just TikTok.
okay.
So yeah,
Yeah. All right. Looks like I'm gonna have to do some TikTok videos then, I guess.
wow, percent.
Oh man, because I was always iffy about TikTok because of their rules, and especially going live and stuff like that. You have to be careful to say certain
Yeah,
things, or else you'll get banned and
for sure.
those types of things, which kind of annoys me because I would like to have a platform to say whatever it is I want to say, you know, and because I'm a man of free speech, you know what I mean? Like because I'm a very opinionated person myself, right? And like I don't like TikTok like ruining that just because it offends someone or it could offend somebody. So that's
Yeah,
what kind of turned me off TikTok a little bit. But I think we just have to work it in a different way, I guess. But also this, which raises another question. Now, because of the level of success that you have in your music and obviously the content that you do, how do you balance the music with your personal life? Have you created a routine, or
Well,
does it kind of get hard, or
well, like it is my personal life now. Like there's no half now. Like I said before, I'm 100% into it. So it's literally my personal life now. So it's that everything I do revolves around my media and music. Like everything I'm doing, you know what I mean. I'm constantly posting or stuff like that. Like I'm always got my music equipment with me. Like I got it right now. I've always got boys with me. I've always got the team with me, and you know what I mean. And get in the booth or whatever whenever we're feeling productive. It's just always there, So I'll just mix along, Like I've got a daughter in that, so like, I'll see my daughter a little bit, you know what I mean? Or sometimes they'll come along to hear, like, while I do music and stuff like that as well. So it's just like, it's my thing now, bro. Like it's, bro, it's my income and it's my life. So it's like everything is just together now. And honestly, I couldn't be happier, bro. Bro, I'm making money for shit I love to do, bro. The fuck,
yeah,
you know?
exactly, yeah, and that's always been the goal, to be honest, making money for whatever it is that you love doing, and
Yeah.
if you can do that, then that's a successful person, to be honest with you.
100%, but that's what I mean. It becomes a personal thing. So it's not like you ain't doing no Hannah. It's no Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus type shit, bro. Like
Yeah,
it ain't like that, bro. Like like when you are somebody and you, that's you now. That's your stature now. That's who you are. Everyone knows you for it. Like even going out now, stuff like that. Like you always got to, you never know who's filming now or doing, like, you don't want to act like an idiot in front of people. Because someone pull their phone out, they'll know me and they'll, you know what I mean. Like it's just, yeah. So work life definitely becomes personal life, regardless, man.
yeah. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. No, I love it, bro. But I say, brother, but I just want to say personally, man, I think you're doing an amazing job of what you're doing, man. I mean, even though like your context speaks for itself, the traveling speaks for itself, or anything like that. But I just want to let you know, bro, that you're doing an amazing job of
I
what you're
appreciate
doing.
it,
Straight
man.
up.
Good.
You know what I mean? And the next time you come to Melbourne, bro, I do want to introduce you to some local talent as well. And I think that I reckon there's some great collabs. I think would be interested to work with you as well. And I think you'd work with them as well
Yeah, hard.
because there's a lot. So, I mean, if you're comfortable, and obviously there's no pressure, of course, but yeah, man, because I always I always bring local talents together, and hopefully they could, build something incredible
Yeah,
like you've done
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. No,
Yeah, man.
always
But
music, bro.
well, all right. I think that's it from my side. Was there anything you wanted to ask me, or is
How
anything
you finding the podcast?
awesome? I love it. I love it, man. The amount of connections I have built from just networking through Instagram alone has been absolutely incredible. I've learned so much from so many guests, and I've heard so many stories, and it's amazing where the greatest stories come from the most creative people, because they're the ones that have to fight society and trying to fight the norm of breaking out of a 9 to 5, and they really want to do something, but they get scared because whether it's because of family or relationships or friendships, they try to stop them, to hold them down,
Yeah,
and then they just find a way to be like, you know what, this is not me. I need to, like you were talking about before, how what I was doing before wasn't you. When you were doing construction and stuff like
yeah,
that, it just wasn't you. It's like, no, I need to be me. I need to be me right now and see how we go from there, because I'm not happy where I'm at right now. And when they find to break out of it, they become so much happier,
yeah,
and they just ignore all the all the bullshit from closed-minded
yeah.
people, to be
100
honest.
100%. You get so stuck in your ways and your roots. Like when you really connected with your work and your day to day job, normal job, you get really, I don't know. It's like you just kind of mold into that lifestyle of work, home, repeat. You know what I mean? But yeah, once you, like, you're right. Once you break out of that, bro, like it's endless possibilities, bro. Do
And
you know what I mean?
yeah, and even for you going to Vegas and seeing all the celebrities that you like love seeing, and they're doing a show or whatever, you can see them anytime. Even in the creative world, it's the same thing. Like when you're a creator, you're really chasing your dreams and really chasing your goals. You have no idea who you're going to bump into, or even people that are connected to the people that are to the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you familiar with the rapper E40?
I've heard the name. I've heard the name.
Yeah. So he's from like the Bay Area himself, so from California, San Francisco, California, right? And he's a friend of mine. His name is Miller, and he was the one that spread the dance called the Smees. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No.
The Smees is called. All right? I'll send you a video, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And he's done songs with E40. He knows E40 personally. Also, fun fact: he was Tupac's best friend. There's actually a photo of them two
Yeah.
together back in the 90s. And then yeah, like knowing people that are connected to the big dogs is just like absolutely incredible. I'm even speaking to a man by the name of Rumor, goes by RM, like spelled RMR, but his name is Rumor, and he's worked with Tech Nine. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And again, like knowing that there are people that are connected to that is just endless. And this is why I encourage people, chase your dreams. You don't know who you're going to bump into.
Yeah. 100%.
Do it. Oh man. But yeah, so yeah, I think yeah, that's it. I think from my side, you're all good, TGT. You good?
Man, cool, right? Yeah. All
All
good.
right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time
No,
for joining me. Did you have fun?
for sure, bro. Yeah, yeah. I always like talking about what we do and stuff like that, man. You know, especially I love other media creators and stuff like that, like yourself. So it's always good to connect and kind of just see how other people do their thing, man. So you're awesome at it, bro. You got a good vibe, bro. Happy vibes, man. So keep it up, man, for sure.
I try, sir. And also most importantly, shout out to Rocky for telling me to hit you up and for this interview. So shout out to
Yeah, yeah.
Rocky, man.
Big love,
Shout
Rock.
out to my man Rocky. You guys have been friends for a long time?
A long since school, man. Yeah, since school,
Wow.
bro. Yeah.
And did he obviously believed in like your music and your path?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's just, he was always into it. Obviously with his family and stuff, his old man and that being part of the rock scene and that. But yeah, he was always in there. I think I even trialed in school for drums for his
Okay.
band. He started his band in school, and I was actually trialed to do the drums, like for the band back then. But then I just kind of gave it up. But yeah, no, it's cool. And I met him. I went when I went to Melbourne before. I met up with him. We had a gym session, and we are just kind of reminiscing and just seeing how good we're both going in music, but in two whole different genres. But it's it's the same. Doesn't matter what genre it is. It's the same kind of same hustle. It's the same push. So it's amazing to see someone that you've been friends with for so long that's kind of on the same path as you and growing as well at the same kind of speed. So it's like that's dope.
Would you do kind of like a rap rock song with Rocky?
I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It'd be different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That'll
If the beat's
if the
right. If the beat's right.
yeah. I mean, yeah. If we can put some 808s into those synths and the guitar, then maybe. But yeah, like we'll see. I don't know. That's something. I don't know. We'll talk. We'll talk about. I'll ask him and see what he reckons.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Absolutely. All right.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, thanks again, Reaper. And again, I just want to let you know as well. I do this thing where I tell every guest that I have that if you're chasing your dreams and you are manifesting goals and you're evolving as a person and you are getting the results, whether it's minor or major, you are a successful person.
Facts, bro.
So you are a successful person, sir.
Each day you live is success, bro. You know what I mean? So be happy just living, man, day to day.
I like that. I like that.
For sure.
I love that, bro. But I want to say thank you for the people that have also joined in to the episode today. Please go follow Reaper. He's doing amazing things. He's just everywhere and doing great things. And man, I can't wait to see what you're gonna do, man. I still can't wait to see you to do even more bigger things.
Yeah, yeah. No, awesome, bro. And if you ever want more guests and stuff like that, I know a lot of people in the rap scene, bro, that would, that are coming up and that would really, it really mean something to them to be able to do a podcast and stuff like that. So just let me know if you ever need any more rappers, artists from different walks of life, different areas and stuff like that. I can definitely ask if you're out towards you. So
I'll be holding
for sure.
I'll be holding you to that, sir.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. And I want to say thank you, everyone. So, Reaper,
Peace.
anything else before we go?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, sir, and you stay blessed. All right.
Big love, man. Take care, bro.
You too.
Real talk with Labzy, we speaking the truth. From the streets to the booth, giving voice to the groove. No holding back, every combo's the proof. It's the realest in the game, now we raising the roof. Real talk with Labzy, Labzy, Labzy. Real talk with Labzy, Labzy, Labzy. Real talk with Labzy, Labzy, Labzy. Real talk with Labzy.